Passive income. What is passive income? Everybody wants passive income, right? It basically requires little to no effort. It's a type of income. It's opposite, obviously, of active income. And it's like the holy grail of like millennial entrepreneurs, right? Because people are seriously interested in passive income. If you look at Google Trends, you can see that they're just getting way more search volume and it increases, compared to, for example, active income. Even though active income is probably going to be a little bit more lucrative, it's probably more realistic and, it's better for most people. Why do people gravitate to passive income, right? Why is it so interesting? Well, you've probably heard this quote before. If you don't make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. That's Warren Buffett, right? One of the greatest investors of all time, if you didn't know. And people tend to get exposed by something called the anchoring bias. Okay, the anchoring bias is a cognitive bias where an individual depends too heavily on the initial piece of information offered while making decisions. And it just so happens to be that passive income is very well promoted by influencers, to get exposure. Why? Because you don't have to do anything to get money, right? The promise to do nothing to get money is the ultimate promise. Yes, passive income should be a goal that everybody strives for. And of course, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys 3 ways in cryptocurrency that you can generate up to $250 a day with passive income. I'm gonna be able to verify it with calculations, keep it as conservative as possible, like I do my other videos. But I want to be realistic before jumping into this, right? I don't wanna give you guys crazy expectations. There's nothing worse than a catfish.
I'm 100%
bad bitch, you can't kill me.
my way.
This video will look good, but also make you feel good. I promise you that. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video, and throughout this beautifully crafted work of art, I'm going to be talking about how to make $250 in cryptocurrency passive income a day. And of course, I'm going to be diving into detail. Don't think I leave out the detail, but keep in mind, innovation, yes, it's rewarded. We're in crypto. Yay. You can read, cool. But execution is worshipped. And I live by that. Guys, execute, okay? This is not a black and white thing, right? You're not gonna be able to do this tomorrow and you leave your mom's house. You're not gonna be able to do it in a week. And most of you will not be able to pull this off in a year, okay? But if that makes you feel some type of way, if it makes your tummy hurt, feel like clicking away from this video, it's probably because you're broke. You're broke. Excuse me, guys. The coronavirus is going around, and honestly, I don't have enough subscribers. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, spread awareness for the YouTube search algorithm. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's break it down, guys. Get away from the broke mentality. $250 a day, broken down into 30 days, should be $7,500 a month. Okay. Keep in mind, this is like an entrepreneurial journey. It's not like a job. So a lot of you are looking for financial independence. And to make this a little bit more interesting, it's going to be for all types of people. If you already have money, if you're already a accredited investor, well, I'm going to be showing you investment strategies where you really don't have to do anything at all. It's going to be more on the passive side. And if you don't have money, to invest, I'm going to actually show you guys how you can create passive income streams, which I took that path for myself. There's nothing wrong with being ashamed of that, right? Where you put in a little bit more effort. So we're kind of playing around with, effort versus capital, right? Depends on how much money you have, depends on how much time you have, right? But either way, regardless of what path you choose, we are planting seeds.
I'm 23 with a money tree, growing more too. I just planted 100 seeds.
So the first one, and this is going to be DeFi, and boy, will I get detailed with this one. Brand new space in cryptocurrency. People are getting involved. It is absolutely crazy. You can make higher percentage increases, than any other traditional instrument in the world without having to, invest in a hedge fund or something like that. This is just, it's decentralizing finance on the cryptocurrency blockchains, and the incentives are crazy. So I'm gonna break this part up into kind of 3. I know some of them might not fit perfectly into the DeFi definition and stuff, but they're essentially the same thing. So we're gonna be talking about mining, staking, and masternodes, okay? These are gonna require more capital. So my capital people, this is probably what you're going to be looking for. If you don't want to put in too much effort, you kind of just want to invest, let that money sit. This is going to be the part for that. So if you jump over to the screen right here, you guys know I love doing my calculations. So we're going to do some quick calculations when it comes to mining cryptocurrency. Mining cryptocurrency basically means you contribute computer power to maintaining and upholding the security and transactions of the cryptocurrency network of your choosing. And I'm not going to explain all the implications of everything. I'm just going to really dive into, like, it's going to be a little bit opinion based because I have some, background experience in this field. So I'm going to dive into exactly the one I would just go for. Probably go with something like this, the A10 ETH Master, or the Bitmain Antminer S19 Pro. This one hasn't even released yet, so that might be something you're looking into. Keep in mind when you're buying a cryptocurrency miner that they're dropping all these miners onto the market, so it's going to increase the difficulty of the network. So all those play into a role. And for the mining, staking, and masternodes, like, guys, keep in mind, like, it all depends on the increase of the cryptocurrency market. Probably weighs a little bit more than the interest that you will receive. So it does require a large upfront investment that's very risky. I would never recommend someone to invest, their whole life savings into cryptocurrency unless you know what you're doing, or you have some type of special interest or something like that. So let's just play around with the A10 ETH Master. You could find these from third-party sources as well as when they first drop. So I'm just gonna do quick calculations, guys. Maybe you've seen my other videos before or something like that. But for mining, and it's basically all essentially the same. You're making like anywhere from 5 to 15 to 20%, depending on what you choose. Some of them are more risky, some of them are less risky. Obviously the less risky, the less money you make. So here they have them in stock. You could buy them for about $3,000. The ROI is pretty high, but I mean, you guys, a lot of people say the ROI is ridiculous. Oh my God, 435 days and I break even. But like no other business in the world, usually if you break even in a year, you're a successful business. So I want you guys to really understand that nobody's really making money like that. Businesses, especially scale businesses, they're happy to break even. Amazon didn't even make money for the first like 10 years. They relied solely off of, gaining capital, finding angel investors and to invest in this so that one day they could eventually become profitable, to actually, pay everybody back in the stock market. Same thing with Tesla. The reason why you guys saw the recent spike in Tesla is because they just became profitable. Like, businesses don't become profitable until a long time, usually, if it's scale, if it's a big business. So 435 is not really that bad. There is obviously better solutions, but if we can come down here, we see, you could say 12 cents kilowatt hour. That's how it is in Florida. This becomes more profitable if you live in a state where, I believe in Washington, D.C., it's like 6 cents kilowatt hour. So literally this will become double the amount of profitability, which will be ideal. Guys, let's just do the 6 cents just to play around. It'll be ideal if you have some type of edge, right? See how it drops the ROI. We're going to do the 12 cents actually, but if you have some type of energy type edge, that's going to help a lot with this mining process. And what I've heard, the best mining processes, you're going to have like something. So you're going to have like hydroelectric, maybe you live by a dam or something like that, or you can kind of capture the energy in some way, get cheap energy. You have solar panels, you have wind, or you're, kind of getting an edge by mining with like water cooling. Like I've seen completely submerged mining facilities where they literally put the miner in the water and it doesn't like short circuit by their techniques or whatever. Those are give you an advantage. You have to have some type of advantage to scale this type of stuff. But if we're looking to make $250 a day, it's going to be pretty scaled. That's a lot of money for a mining farm for the average person. So we'll just do the calculations, see what we're talking about here. So if we look at this right here, we're making $6.65 a day. So we pull out the handy dandy calculator here. We're going to do 250 divided by, and that's after, this calculation here is after, electricity and everything like that. And that's why I like these calculators, pretty easy. 250 divided by $6.65. That means you're going to need about 37, let's just say 38 of these miners. Multiply that by the price of the miners, which are, $3,000, guys. $3,000. You're going to, including shipping and the PCU or whatever, probably a little bit more, but $3,000. So you're going to have to put up $114,000 to get your ROI in about 437 days. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be the theme of, all these 3 passive income sources for people that got money. The theme is basically, if the cryptocurrency goes up in value, guys, you're going to get your ROI way quicker, especially if you hold the coin. So let's say, for example, you're coming up here, right? And you're getting the $6.65 profit after you spend $2.16 of electricity. So you're really getting $8.81. But then you're paying your bill, right? You're paying your electricity bill. You're left over with $6.65. Let's say, that $250 turns into 1 Ethereum, which I don't think 1 Ethereum equals, $250, 230, but let's just say hypothetically, just to make the numbers easy, you get about 1 ETH a day. So let's say you mine for 365 days. So you have 365 ETH in 1 year, okay? And if you look at my Ethereum 2.0, predictions and stuff like that, we should see some type of bull market in a year or two. So let's say hypothetically it doubles, right? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. In a year, Ethereum could double. At one point it was at $1,400. So who's to say it won't, double, right? And, a lot of people when they're mining, they treat it as a business. They just immediately cash out. But if I was doing an operation like this, you're trying to uphold the Ethereum network, you're trying to contribute to the Ethereum network, I would, in my personal opinion, hold the Ethereum and wait for that thing to go up. I mean, some people don't like the speculation. Some people consider just buying Ethereum might be a little bit better option for you. No matter way you cut it, you're going to make money, right? That's the whole point of cryptocurrency. It's one of the best investment, it's one of the best investment opportunities we've ever seen in mankind. There's never been, a place where you could put $20 into Bitcoin when it first started and it turns into like $100,000, $200,000. We've never seen that before ever. It's ridiculous. So, the whole point is you're banking on cryptocurrency, to work long term. And if it works long term, the cycles say we should be able to 10, 20x, 30x potentially Ethereum. So 365, and let's say it doubles to 500 times $500. So 182,000, you spent the 112. You could break even a year if cryptocurrency does fairly well over 365 days, which personally I think it is. And a lot of people, a lot of smart people think the same thing. To say something's going to double in a year from now, it's pretty realistic. I would say that it's fairly realistic. So, mining operation, not that big of a deal. Now let's go look at some staking, rewards here. So this is stakingrewards.com, and this is going to be for people that don't even want to deal with cryptocurrency mining rigs. You want to just lock that thing up and, some type of wallet and earn rewards, right? So this is the DeFi, what we're talking about here. So, there's a lot of coins you can stake, Ethereum. There's a lot of different cryptocurrencies. But if I were to choose three, and that's where I'm coming into kind of like my experience here, I would choose Icon. It's kind of like a high risk, conservative high risk. And then we will look at something like Tezos if you want low risk, super low risk, it's most likely going to work. And then Live Peer, which is like extremely high risk, and synthetic networks, pretty high risk too. So if we can, I'm not going to dive into crazy detail for the purposes of this video. And I'm sure a lot of you want to learn how to make passive income in crypto without, having to have $100,000, guys. I know a lot of you don't have $100,000. So, if we look at this here, it's kind of this singing the same tune, guys. You have a lot of capital, right? And you can see here Tezos is making you about 6% a year, okay? That's not included in the increased price, which Tezos is doing pretty well. Live Peer is making you 54%, is what I'm saying. It's high risk. It can dump, okay? It has been going up, because of the way that they stake. They require you to lock it up. The more people that lock it up, pumpamentals, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it lowers the supply, obviously, if more people are locking it up. Icon here, 17%. So I'm just going to throw a number out. Like, this is obviously rough estimate. I'm just giving you guys the big picture perspective when it comes to passive income in cryptocurrency, right? So if this one's making a 65%, this one's 54%, if kind of grab all four of them, split it up evenly, probably won't do that. I'll probably go majority Tezos because of the increased price of the coin. But let's just say just strictly off of that, we're making about 30 to 40% a year. So if we want to make $250 a day, 250 times 365, we're going to need to make $100,000, $90,000 in 1 year, right? That's what $250 a day basically means. So that would probably require, if we're making 30%, for you to put up around $300,000. So if we put up $300,000 into cryptocurrency, and a lot of people, like, guys, I know you're like, oh, there's no way. There's people that do that. They say the top 60% of addresses have over that amount of cryptocurrency. Or it wasn't the top 60, it was like the top 42% of addresses have more than 30 Bitcoin. So there's people out there that do this, guys. There's people out there with the money. So, I don't want anybody in the comment section saying, oh, it's unrealistic. It is realistic. So if we multiply that by 30%, that's when we're looking at about $90,000. $300,000 invested into, and again, guys, I want to let you know, there's nothing on earth that gives you that. Nothing on earth. You cannot go anywhere to do that unless you're like a professional investor or something like that. But if you passively just want to make money, pretty much guaranteed, investing into DeFi is very, very, very lucrative. And again, it's subject to inflation. Again, it's subject to the price of the coin dropping, which can, balance out, your earnings and how much you made. But again, essentially, we're betting on the fact that we're going to go in a bull market in the next 2 years. That's what we're all betting on, right? That's where all these price predictions come from. That's why I'm doing cryptocurrency YouTube, right? Because I believe in the market. From what I've seen in the past 5 years, we're going to do better. It's a fact. It's built into the math of these cryptocurrencies, right? We've never seen, finite supply of anything in the world. Not even gold. Even though gold's looked at as a commodity, people, get into it because there's a limited supply. We never see something as rare as Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And the technology is pretty revolutionary. Even though people are not in this for the technology, the fundamentals are phenomenal in cryptocurrency. So, the last one, again, ringing the same bell. Masternodes, I know you guys have heard of it before. It helps maintain a network. You can set them up fairly easily. It requires a pretty significant investment. As you can see here, it's close to $100,000 to get a Dash Masternode, but it's going to give you 6.65% a year. Plus Dash was at $1,400. Right now it's $90. The potential of the coin to go up, same thing, kind of what we've been talking about over and over again. And Masternodes, even though they're probably like the worst out of the three, I'd rather stake or I'd rather mine. They're fairly profitable and people do it all the time. People get into these like really risky masternodes. Like I think energy is probably most a well-known token. It's not, completely horrible. 60% a year, right? It's pretty, it's risky, right? It requires $14,000 up front. You can make 60% on your investment. So if you were to invest, $200,000, I believe, or no, not even less than that, 150 grand into energy. But it's risky. I wouldn't do something like that. But if you were, 150,000 times 0.6, was it 60%? Yeah, it was 60%, right? 60%. Yeah, that's 90K. So 150,000 would get you, it's going to get you there quicker. But then again, energy, it's a fairly new coin. It's very, you would have to dive into the fundamentals and see if that's a risk that you want to take, right? I don't look at, I've heard of people talk about energy and stuff like that. I haven't looked into it too much for myself because I don't plan on owning a masternode. But, look, see, it does have room to go back up. It's, $1 and some odd cents, $1.43. It could go back up to $8. That's a possibility. Again, same kind of perspective. These things give you these percentages. Some are more risky, which will give you more annual return. Some are less risky, which will give you less annual return, but the value of the coin is going to play a big role. So you want to find with these three passive income, if you have money to invest, you have money to put up to make that $250 a day, so you can make 100K a year without really having to do anything. You have to find that sweet spot of the risk you're willing to take versus the percentage that you want per year. And whatever sweet spot you choose, I like to go in the middle. That's why you guys saw me make the Icon staking tutorial. I stake Icon because it has a lot of room to grow up. It's very undervalued right now, but they're also giving you 17% a year. So that's a pretty, it's not like 70% a year. It's not, 5% a year like Tezos. So it's kind of in the middle there. That's what you want to look for yourself when it comes to the masternodes, the mining. Well, the mining's a little bit different because I would say that mine a higher quality coin, just in case the network gets really bad. Just mine Dash, Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. Stick to those. And then, those are a little bit more profitable. In a sense, you make more, you'll get your 100%. It's technically 100% return in a year, but you do lose that upfront capital. You do have to invest all of that into the mining rigs. It's not completely, lost because you can sell the mining rigs. So that's essentially something you want to think about too. But all three of these factors, it is passive income. There's a lot of people that claim you can't make passive income in cryptocurrency. That's not the case. You can see right here, we can make up 5% up to 100% a year if we wanted to, not including the volatility of the coin, right? So I think it's one of the most well-known, most utilized passive income techniques in cryptocurrency, but it requires a lot of money being that we are so far along in the process. It's pretty competitive. So that's something you want to look into. If you have a lot of money, if you want to make a serious operation, that's what I would go for. All right, guys. So in the second one, it's going to be real home to my heart here because I do it myself. I'm going to know this better than anything, even though I did mine in the past and I know a lot about mining and masternodes and stuff, but I know this one really well because I do it right now. And that's like providing educational knowledge for people. People don't think that this stuff is lucrative, but it is. I am living off of this income, and I'm going to show you that you can get up to 250. I've made more in a day, far more in a day, doing these methods, creating an audience. helping people. It doesn't even have to be an audience. You don't even have to be a YouTuber like me. You can simply just help people and make a lot of money. But now I'm going to show you, all the opportunities you have to do this. Now, the first thing, and you can follow along. It's probably not going to make you $250 in one day. But if you want to follow along, I highly suggest that you guys pull out a notepad, right, and write down these right here. Because if you onboard one user, this is what you can make. This is the lifetime value of a customer. And the customer being the person that you're teaching about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. I'm going to explain all the affiliate programs and all the methods of income that you could potentially make, in cryptocurrency. And a lot of people do it. People do it, live off this stuff. It's pretty lucrative. Finance is one of the most lucrative niches on YouTube, guys. There's people always trying to get into finance. Look at all those Forex people and stuff like that. They don't make money off of trading. They're making money off of this. So you can be that guy. If you know pretty much a little bit about blockchain, you can talk about it. Nobody knows anything about Internet 3.0. Nobody knows anything about Internet 3.0. If you know a little bit, if you know how to send a transaction, you know how to receive it. If you just simply help someone, you can make the lifetime value of that customer by them using your affiliate codes. What do I mean by that? So first thing, Coinbase pays you $10 if they purchase $100 worth of cryptocurrency, okay? And there's better solutions. Brave browser. You guys know I talk about the Brave browser all the time. I even showed you how to make $450 in less than 30 minutes. I did it in real time right in front of your face, with the Brave browser. The thing about Brave browser that's unique is that it's free. Nobody has to spend anything. With Coinbase, they have to spend $100 to receive $10. So they received the $10 and you also received the $10. So it's a little bit of an incentive, a little bit of a, they have to spend money or whatever. But the Brave browser is 100% free and you make $7.50. It's like, oh, that's a little penny money, $7. Watch how it adds up. Watch how it adds up. So let's say I onboard, one family member or a new friend or something like that. I get the $10. I get the Brave browser, right? I get a Ledger or the Trezor, right? So if you guys know what hardware wallets are, if you want to store your cryptocurrency, if anybody's investing more than $500 into cryptocurrency, they need to store it the proper way. And they need a hardware wallet. And that's where that comes into play. And if you sell it, both of these programs will pay you 10%. You could easily sign up to the website, literally go to Trezor. Here, Trezor affiliate. Spelling that all wrong. All right, it's Trezor affiliate. You could sign up, affiliate partnership. They'll pay you out in Bitcoin, 10%. Okay, same thing with Trezor, right? They both have, same thing with Ledger, right? And these are like the most popular. This is where everybody has. And this is, if you look at the YouTuber's description, this is what they get. So this one person that you onboarded just turned into like what, $40, $10, $17.50. Now we're at like an extra $12. That's like $40 already, right? $30 or whatever. And then I'm going to add it up and I'm going to show you exactly how much you make. Library credits, you make 50 cents. It's not a lot, but that could turn into a lot in the future because you're getting the credits. And if you hold that over time, but regardless of the future value of the cryptocurrency, then you got CoinMania, okay, 15% on all purchases. So let's say they put in $1,000. I'm telling you right now, out of the 10 friends I get in, they're putting more than $1,000. I had someone put in 5,000. But let's say they, only put 1,000. That's 15%. That's $150. Local Bitcoins. Let's say you have a friend that may be doing some sketchy things on the side. They want to put their money in without a bank account. They don't want to use a credit card, right? You could show them how to do that with local Bitcoins by showing them how to meet up, and you get 40% of the 1% free. So let's say they buy one Bitcoin, right? They spend one Bitcoin. That's like what, $9,000, 1% of 9,000, that's $90. You get 40% of that. It's not very lucrative, but you see how they all add up, right? Because they all need these, right? For example, if you're a trader, right? TradingView gives you 30% of $30. So their pro program that costs $30. TradingView is one of the Forex people use, is one of the best, trading charts on the internet. If you're trading, you're most likely using TradingView. There's like a 90% chance. So it's a month-to-month thing. You get paid month-to-month. 30% of the $30 pro fee gives you $9 a month. If they cancel in 3 months, we just made $27. And keep in mind, guys, people stay on these things for years. If they're serious, they're staying on it for years. And I have literally gotten thousands of people into this. You see how they all add up. It's just, $7.50 doesn't sound like a lot to you, right? Doesn't sound like anything, but it adds up. I've onboarded thousands of people. There's a reason why I say I made $500,000 in my, Instagram bio or whatever. And I always talk about affiliate marketing because one person can make you hundreds for that one person, not one onboarding experience. It can make you more than hundreds if you know what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. But, you don't need a big audience, guys. You don't need, a YouTube channel. You don't need any of that. You just need all these links kind of set up. Sign up for the affiliate programs. When someone asks you about cryptocurrency, well, you bring them through all of it and you show them exactly what it is and you get rewarded in return, right? So if you are a trader, right, you got TradingView, make that $27 in 3 months if they cancel. Then you have, you know, the Famex or whatever, 50% on all fees. It's 100x leverage trading. I mean, I'm not the leverage trading guy. Don't look at me when it comes to trading. I always talk, you know, down about it. Not down about it, but I don't think it's, you know, practical in cryptocurrency. But if that's you, you've been in leverage trading for, you know, 5 years and you know what you're talking about. And if you, and if you could play with 100x leverage, don't play with 100x leverage trading. I don't care what nobody says. Do not play with 100x leverage trading. But if you think, you know, you can do this stuff, you can make a pretty good commission. As you can see here, these guys are making $25. You get 50% of the fees. That's, you know, that's if they use 100x leverage trading. Don't use 100x, but if they do, whatever, you got $25 there. Maybe you can kind of dumb that down a little. Maybe that's not, you know, maybe it isn't $25 we make. So let's just consider it like $10 or something, whatever. Then you got crypto.com, right? This is very conservative numbers. I'm going to like slash all of these in half, right? We're going to add it all up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Crypto.com, $50, right? If you get them a credit card, which everybody in cryptocurrency should have one. If you have a good amount of earnings in crypto, if you have a good amount of money, you should definitely get a credit card. What are you talking about? You could spend that money and you earn interest. Are you kidding me? I ordered one the other day. It should be in the mail anytime soon. I got the red card here, 2% back on everything, and I get Spotify 100% free. Who would not say yes to that? And guess what? You get paid $50 if they get this credit card. You get paid $50. Look how all this adds up, right? And then you have affiliate marketing on Amazon. Amazon offers you affiliate products. You can easily sign up, right, for the affiliate product, and they give you 4% on all books, right? Who hasn't read, you know, the Bitcoin Standard? Who hasn't read Bitcoin Millionaires or Billionaires or whatever? You guys, they need to read that. They need to understand blockchain technology. I always recommend these books to every single person that's serious, and you can get the 4%. So let's just do some rough math here. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. There's no way to tell if it's perfect. This is something that happens over time, right? This person might not run through all these in 2 days. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is going to be real, guys. This is real deal. It's going to might happen in a couple months. It might happen instantly. You never know, right? So let's say they sign up for Coinbase, get that $10. Boom. Let's say they sign up for the Brave Brower, get that $7.50. Let's say they get, you know, the cheaper one, the Ledger, right? Plus $12. Let's say they get the 50 cents library credits. You get the 50 cents, $12.50 right there. Let's say, you know, they go to CoinMania and they purchase another $500. So we'll do the half of the 150. So let's say they put in $500, you get the 15% of that, you know, plus 75, right? Let's say, you know, forget local Bitcoins because most people don't use it. Forget it. Just forget local Bitcoins. We just and keep in mind, guys, there's so much more. There's so many more affiliate programs. I couldn't even fit it in this video if I wanted to. But let's just keep it conservative like I like to do. TradingView, 30%. Let's say they stay for 3 months. I think that's pretty fair. $27 you just made right there. Boom, 27, right? You know, the Famex, let's just say you make $5 from that, whatever. $5 from that one person because they did a couple trades, right? Plus $5, okay? Crypto.com. Now that's a pretty easy one, I will admit. It's easy. If someone signs up for a credit card, you're getting that $50. And people are going to want that credit card, okay? Equals 50, so we're at 187. Now, let's say, you know, they purchase $30 worth of books. 4% of 30, I don't even know off the top of my head. What's 4% of 30? Let's see. So 187, 30 times 0.04, $1. Okay, whatever, 187. Let's just say 188. So you just made $188 off of that one person. Now, what was our goal? To make $250 a day. So that means that you have to get like a 1.5 people per day into cryptocurrency. You don't need an audience for that. So literally in a month, 30 times 1.5, $45. Guys, with no following, you could literally go and do a seminar with your close family and friends. Do 5 seminars in 1 month. Make sure you get 10 people there. 10 people there, and I'm pretty sure you can get half of this, and more than half of this. All you have to do is make a little presentation with a PowerPoint, explain cryptocurrency, and literally you can make half of this. Just make sure you have all your affiliates. It sounds like people are going to look at me like, that is so unrealistic. I can't do that. I've done it myself. I'm telling you right now, it's not unrealistic. I have done it myself. I have done multiple seminars with all my friends. One time I got 60 people at a seminar, and that's with no YouTube following. 0 YouTube following. You have to ask yourself that question, you know, how serious are you about cryptocurrency? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you are serious, then you would be able to put your face out there like that. You don't need 60 people at a seminar to make serious money. Guys, we're just talking about $250 a day. You know, most of you would be happy with an extra $100 a day. Most of you making $100 a day will change your life. Why? Because you don't have to go to McDonald's anymore. You don't have to go work your, minimum wage job. So you see here, even with $100 a day, you can get one person every 2 days and make more money at your job in cryptocurrency with this passive income. Now, you're asking me, Alex, well, that's not passive income. You got to put in the work. Of course, you got to put in the work. Nothing comes easy. But I'm telling you right now, if I don't make a video for the next 2 weeks, I'm still going to be earning passive income. Guys, I gave you the little affiliate programs there, but keep in mind, I'm making money from YouTube, right? I'm actually giving away 5% of my earnings, which, by the way, at the end of this video, guys, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm giving 5% of my earnings away to my cryptocurrency group from my YouTube channel. So I'm getting, Google AdSense, right? I'm getting all these affiliate commissions, as well as I sell my own cryptocurrency course. I'm so serious about cryptocurrency that I made a course. Very cheap. Nobody's going to complain about $50 cryptocurrency course when I teach them how to make, $130 on Coinbase Earn. You guys ever heard of Coinbase Earn? You can get the free cryptocurrency. Who's going to complain about paying for $50? That adds more lifetime value to the customer, right? And then later on, I sell this and I sell that. The whole point is that when you start becoming an expert in cryptocurrency, or you don't even have to be an expert, you start becoming a guy that's known for cryptocurrency, you could sell them anything and everything that has to do with crypto. You could even go find t-shirts, make your own t-shirts with a cool catchphrase on it, sell that. The whole point is to come up with new innovative ways to make money off of onboarding a user, right? And that's my favorite by far, guys. My favorite by far. And there's actually one I didn't even put into this, which we're going to talk about. It's going to be the third one. So eToro is pretty serious, guys. I talked about it before in one of my videos a couple of months ago. But I want to dive into more detail here because I've never really seen something like this before, and the money-making opportunities are pretty much endless here. This is definitely going to be the third one. Like I told you guys, the third, passive income, and it's very passive. It's very passive. It's passive in all types of ways. It's almost crazy. It benefits everybody. I think it's really interesting. I'm going to be talking more about eToro on my channel, guys. If you do want to get involved, I'll leave my affiliate link in the description below. I know a lot of cryptocurrency YouTubers are like, oh, I have my affiliate link just in case you want to use it. But no, guys, please use my affiliate link because I took the effort out to show you all this knowledge I kind of put together over the past years, all the trial and error. You guys don't have to deal with that. And I do make a living, as you can see from this video, off of affiliate income. So if you guys can support my channel by using my link below, you and I both get $50 if you end up doing what I'm talking about, which is, it's called social trading. This stuff is crazy, okay? So there's really two ways you can play around with this. One, if you're not really, super, knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies, if you haven't been in it for a while and you simply just kind of want to copy somebody, you don't want to deal with learning, technical analysis. You don't want to deal with fundamental analysis. You don't want to look into the cryptocurrencies and try to predict, right? You don't want to speculate. But you see that there's other people out there that are good at speculating. Well, guess what? In the United States, they just dropped this feature called copy trading. And you can see some really, strong investors. These guys are making, 80% in the last 12 months. 80%. And you can simply go to their profile, right? Copy their trades, guys. You literally copy their trades. You deposit money onto this platform. And by the way, yes, they sell cryptocurrencies. They sell stocks. They sell almost everything. And when you're buying the cryptocurrency, it's exactly like buying, the underlying asset. You can send Bitcoin to your wallet. It's the same thing as buying a regular cryptocurrency. I know a lot of people were asking about that. It's 0%. Yes, 0% commission fees in the United Kingdom. That's not available for the US, and this is for stocks. It's 0% for stocks. And the UK or whatever, and they're actually bringing it to Australia. So, this is like buying cryptocurrency, and you get to copy an expert trader. I talk about in my videos all the time, don't get crazy with trading if you don't know what you're doing. Well, these guys, and a lot of them, you can check their track record for yourself. You can see how many people are copying them, and it's called social trading, guys. It's crazy. So let's say you're a lazy type, you have other things to do. This is super passive. You click a button. You click a button, you copy their trades, and you move on. And you could take your cryptocurrencies, put them in your wallets. You can do whatever you want, right? It's the same thing as essentially buying. It's just like any other platform, guys, any like Coinbase or whatever, except for they're doing social trading, guys. There's people out there that dedicate their lives to this. You know, if you want them to manage your cryptocurrency, they can easily do that. I know a lot of people seen Data Dash. Look, he's on this. He's, you know, pulling back a 3% return in a year. I'm pretty sure that's recent. I'm pretty sure it's because the cryptocurrency markets went down. But, you know, fairly simple. I'm actually thinking about, leave a comment below if you guys want me to start my own. There's some couple coins I just called, like Raven Coin, Basic Attention Token, Chainlink. I called so many coins that have been booming. My portfolio probably increased, you know, by like 60% in the past couple of months. I might actually do this myself, which brings me to the next point here. I've been in cryptocurrency for a long time. Maybe you guys made some money in cryptocurrency and you want to make some more passive income. Well, they have something called Become a Popular Investor on eToro. So you just sign up, right? Of course, again, guys, use my link below. Please use my link below. Help me out. You sign up, right? And you can become a popular investor and get people to trade under you. This is where it gets serious, right? So when you are copied by other people, you will earn fixed payments that add up to 2% of your annual assets under management. So paid out monthly. And the amount of money you can get is ridiculous. Guys, you can scratch everything I said in this video and simply stick to eToro, talk about eToro, push people on eToro, and you can make a pretty good amount of money, guys. As you can see here, people are making, you know, 2% a year. So for example, if you get 10 people to copy you, you know, you got to make sure that they have, you know, assets under management, at least 40K, right? And then a minimum time of 2 months. That's $500 a month, right? That's $500. And that's just for simply talking about people. That's only 10 people, That's only 10 people, $500 a month. I think this stuff is crazy. I think this is like really the future. And then if you get it, if it gets a little bit more serious there, right? You actually start building up a following and you get 500K under management, which is not, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not that hard. If you have, you know, 200 people, like for example, this guy right here, let's see how much asset under management he has. 200, you know, assets under, he's about to hit that tier. He's about to hit that tier. He's 100K to 300K, right? This guy doesn't look like, you know, a super professional trainer. He looks like he's been there for a while. But I don't even know when he started. Let's see. Since 2019. Okay, so he's been on there for a pretty long time. But, you know, you see that he's about to be making, so let's say it said 300,000, you get 3% of 300,000, right? So 300K, that's assets under management. That's not how much money he put in. That's how many people are invested in him, basically. So, and keep in mind, guys, I'm talking about this, $6,000 a year, right? I'm talking about this, and the funny part is that this just launched. This just launched. As people like me keep talking about eToro, how revolutionary social trading is, more people are going to go on the platform, more people are going to invest, and there's already people making an extra $6,000 a year passive income, you know, with technically not having to invest a penny. I mean, of course, they have to buy their own stocks and stuff, or their own cryptocurrencies, but technically they invest nothing, they just make $6,000. And that's per year. Let's see some other prominent, again, they have to build the infrastructure, people. They are basically, if you look at Google, they're actually buying a lot of search traffic. So they're trying to spend a lot of money to get people in the United States, being that they just launched in the United States. So more people are going to come to this platform, and you don't even need them to bring people. Bring your own people. Like I told you guys, I have onboarded thousands of people into cryptocurrency. Thousands of people I went from not knowing anything about cryptocurrency to now being a full-time investor and hitting me up on a daily basis for, you know, advice and talking about, you know, different assets and stuff like that. Thousands, and under like a year or two. You can do that, right? You can get those 500 people under your name and make a ridiculous amount of money. Let's see most copied. Let's see how much they're making. This is ridiculous. They get 2%, right? So most copied. Okay, so yeah, I guess this guy is the most copied in the United States right now. Look, 155 copied. Last 12 months. Let's see how much this guy's getting. 500 to 100,000. So I guess these guys are kind of playing around with this tier right here, which is they're making about 5K to 7K a year, right? Minimum copiers, there's only 10, right? So keep in mind, you could just play around with some big ballers, get 10 people that have some serious money. Maybe you got some connections, you know, that most people don't have. Play around, and it's pretty simple. So like if you onboard, if you add up like all the affiliate commissions, then you get them onto eToro, get that $50. That one person could turn into a lot of money. It's the better you get in cryptocurrency, the more money you make. So, I mean, $250 a day, I think it's fairly easy with the affiliate commissions. I've done it for a pretty consistent amount of time. I've known people that have done it. I've made way more. Once in cryptocurrency, there's times where I made $1,500 in a day, right? You can sell programs. You can, you know, sell like I'm doing. You can sell merch, right? You can get them on just affiliate. You don't have to make any product at all. Get them on the affiliates, right? Get them on eToro and, start building your empire, right? If you're really that serious about cryptocurrency, this shouldn't be a big deal for you. You don't need a lot of people to do it. As you can see, I showed you can make like $200, $250 per person, right? How would an extra $100 a day, sound to you just for putting a little bit more effort? Even, extra $500 a month. Like for most people, I got you with the title, right? Of course, I got you with the $250 in a day. People are going to feel great about that, right? They're going to want to do it, right? But the realistic thing here is that if you get an extra $50 a day, you keep your job, you are going to be a happy camper. That's a fact. I know my audience. I know the majority of you are not rich, right? And, this is a good way to make some money passively, put in your time and effort to make passive income in cryptocurrency. For people that say you can't, right? That is not true. I've been doing it. I know a lot of people have been doing it. And this isn't we're just starting the bull market. When things really hit, that's, guys, when I started seeing $1,500 a day. That's when people like your favorite YouTubers like Data Dash, like Crypto Love was getting paid 30 to 50 grand per video to talk about a cryptocurrency. Build your audience now. Onboard new users. Why? Because cryptocurrency people, they're all tech savvy, guys. They're all people that know about blockchain and the code. I know to a certain extent, but if you learn marketing, if you learn how to sell yourself, which in my opinion, I wouldn't call it sales, but being able to communicate to people, one of the best skills you could ever acquire, regardless if you make the $250 a day, you're developing one of the best skills you could ever acquire, right? And then that isn't even, if you don't have the social skills, go develop, right? There's so many opportunities. That's the point of this, guys, is innovation. It's the new market. If you can't make money in cryptocurrency, you can't make money anywhere. That's the whole point. You can make yourself a smart contract, take a percentage of the fees. There's so many things you could do in cryptocurrency, guys. So open up your eyes, go make your money, passive income, put in the effort, onboard new people. That's what cryptocurrency needs. They need marketing and salespeople. They need people that can communicate like I can, right? And talk about this money-making opportunity in a simple way that everybody can involve themselves in. And I'm getting really passionate because I want you guys to really understand this. Like, up until this point, cryptocurrency was lame. It was a nerd's thing. Now we're getting to the point where people are actually looking at it like a cool thing, right? We're getting out of the hobbyist phase, the nerd hobbyist, code phase. I don't care what people think, right? There's a lot of these cryptocurrencies guys out there. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That does not matter anymore. You don't need to be technically savvy to make money in cryptocurrency, guys. Step up, boss up, do what you got to do. Make that $250 a day. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one.